Alright guys, so we are back for match number 3. We are on the draw. This hand seems fine. It is a little light on lands. It has all the cards we want though. It has removal, ways to win, disruption. So we are not going to mulligan. And Thoughtseize Slaughter Games is very good. We get to see exactly what he's playing and then take whatever we need. Temple of Malice would probably be the best draw here, I would imagine. Or maybe actually Blood Crypt. That way, on turn 3, we could actually discard to pack rat to make another rat. Alright, looks like we're playing our friend blue-white control. Yup. And we will happily take the rev. Playing pack right here. Not happy with the no lands, by the way. We would love to have some lands under our belt. And lands off the top would also be fantastic. Pack rat playing against control is not great because it is so weak to removal. Or pretty much land or bust here. We don't need the other pack rat. We really need the Slaughter Games. So Slaughter Games Exiles, which is a huge bonus. This card's already in the graveyard. Alright. So we can totally get rid of Rev here, which really removes their game plan. I mean, I don't know how else they're going to beat us game 1. I guess they could have in a Blood Baron or something. We should be able to devour it, is my guess. I don't know. We will shortly find out. Not really too concerned about Jace here, as we can easily kill it with Dreadbore if we need to. Yeah, this looks like a Jace. The Jace that we saw in his hand. So we kept a pretty good opener. We're going to take Sphere here. He's going to put in his hand. That means that we can't get pack rat any bigger, but that's fine. Ooh, he actually shipped Sphere to the bottom. That's interesting. So the issue here is now that he's going to have Dissolve up for our Slaughter Games because we didn't draw that land. He has Elspeth. We know about that. What else does he have that can stop pack rat? I'm not sure. We didn't see a Supreme Verdict. We know 3 of the 6 cards in his hand. I'd rather, like, put him under pressure, actually. What are we discarding? Ultimate Price? Yeah, discarding Ultimate Price seems fine. And instead of wasting one of our removal spells, just killing Jace this way. So we can play a pretty long game with blue-white, as long as we're going to get rid of their Rebs, because then we can just win based on card quality. Ooh, so we did have the D-Sphere. Alright, so this is another good time for us to draw the Slaughter Games. Slaughter Games is sweet here. Thoughtseize. Alright, so we can't play the Slaughter Games, but we can at least Thoughtseize them. That should get the Elspeth out of his hand. Actually, I think it's going to take the Dissolve. We're just going to kill the Elspeth. And Doomblade is obviously super dead in this matchup. So we're just taking Dissolve and hoping to draw land after land after land. To at some point Slaughter Games him. Yep, I mean, even though you know that we have the removal spell, you have to tap out here. Land. So this is actually a funny situation, but I don't think we can. I think we just have to take the chance that he has one more turn to draw the Rev and kill it, because we really don't want the soldiers to get out of control here. This may just be another one. Another Elspeth. Okay, so we're going to have to kill this too. We're actually concerned about dying right now. Yeah, we were significantly concerned with dying actually. Now that he top decked that other Elspeth. So we're gonna be on like a few turn clock now. We're gonna take 8 and go to 5. Because he's gonna activate Mutavault. We're gonna play Grey Merchant going up to 7. We're gonna block Mutavault, go back down to 1. Grey Merchant up to 5. Block 2 down to 1 again. So if he has anything at any point in time, we just die. So we're actually gonna have to dodge a bunch of turns. This is where Bioblight would be fantastic, by the way. Alright, so as the plan goes, we know he has Doomblade and 1 mystery card. Hopefully it's not a Dissolve it as we die. Syncopate also equals dead. Alright. On to game numero dos. It's fine. Can't expect to get stuck on lands and win all the time. Alright, so we just sideboarded against control. What did we do? We took out 2 of these, 2 Pack Rats, sided in the extra 2 Slaughter Games, the extra 2 Underworld Connections. We want the Duresses. We don't need Whip. Dreadbore is not something we necessarily need. And so what's more important, Lifebane Zombie or another Dreadbore? So Devour Flesh could be important if we see a Blood Baron. With the thoughts, we have 9 ways to deal with Blood Baron right now. I'm okay losing to it at this point. Nightveil Spectre's really, really good against them. It doesn't die at ultimate price. Grey Merchant's good. Desecration Demon's good. Slaughter Games, Rakdos Return, obviously. I'm definitely fine with this 60. Alright, we'll see how it goes. Okay, so back for game 2. Oh my god, this hand is so good. Why can't all these creatures be lands? This is at least doable. It's not good. If he mulligans to 6, we can afford going to 5. Because a 5 card, yeah. This hand is so good with another land, though. We run 25 lands. We have 2 draw steps to hit one. They're each 50%. Or they're each like 45%. So we're, what, 65 to 70% to get there? 65 or 70% to get there. Yeah, I'm willing to take that chance. Alright. So we're about 45% to get there on the first draw step. Not a bad 5 he kept, if he just has temples and temples and temples. Alright, that was sweet. We do want a Mutavault. Not playing around Syncopate here. We're just going for it. Yep. No third land, it looks like. Ooh. Oh, just attacking. Okay. I was expecting the D-Sphere. If he attacks with the Mutavault again, we are just going to downfall it, I think. Because downfall gets all the Planeswalker in this matchup. Okay, not doing that again. It's fine. Happily pay another life. Demon is insane here. That's what we are going to do. Jace. Verdict or Jace? Can't be Jace, never mind. Did he just realize that? Nope. Alright, so it's a Supreme Verdict. Okay, so now we can Thoughtseize him. See what he's up to. Rev Aetherling. So he has to draw 2 lands to be able to play Aetherling. We don't just die to a Rev for 2. We can still erase an Aetherling with our downfalls, and we don't care about Jace or Elspeth. He can Jace, flip it over. Yeah, we're actually more scared of Aetherling. We can just die to that card. You would generally like not to. I want to be able to downfall whatever Planeswalker he plays next turn, so that I can start merching out a win at some point. This looks like a Jace. I really hope he doesn't obtain priority during it. Nope. Alright, that's fine. Ooh. So he does have Blood Barons in his deck. My guess is he's going to take the Blood Baron. Although 2 Mutavaults do trade for a Blood Baron, which is sweet. Yep. It's exactly what you expect there. We have a Life Bane. So how many outs do we have? We have 3 Thoughtseize, 1 Life Bane, 4 Slaughter Games. So we have 8 outs, and we have 2 attempts to draw that out. So we're well under 50% to get there. Ho ho. Let's draw the extra card anyways, just to see what goes on here. Another one of War Connections. Well, we know we're not Thoughtseizing Rev, so... Blood. Baron of Vizcapa. So he has 3 actually. What else does he bring in? He brings in... He's splashing a black for Blood Baron and Thoughtseizes. Alright, so he has Sphinx Elspeth in his hand. So he can play either of those cards next turn. He has the option to play both. My guess he's choosing to Elspeth. Since we already used the downfall, yeah. That's fine. That gives us actually another turn to draw one of our, you know, however many spells that get Elspeth out of his hand. Oh, this is sweet, actually. So we get to do this. Get the Rev. Play land. That was really bad. Okay. Never mind. Apparently, so Moto lagged a little bit and I tapped wrong there. That's fine. What I was going to do is just attack him and see if he would chump soldiers. Whatever. So now he's top decking and we can go Night Veil, Underworld Connections, Grey Merchant or something and just try to get out of it here. He has something. This could Could just be another Jace. Their top decks are fairly good. I mean, Elspeth, Jace, yeah. Are we afraid of Negate? No. Afraid of Last Breath? No. We want to make him take a Verdict. We want to make him. We want to make it seem like that's what we're trying to do here. So. Oh, okay. Puts the other card on the bottom, so he has Negate Last Breath in hand. So the good news is we know that this is not an Elixir deck. Okay, so we're going to... That is fine. Draw a temple. Land. We don't need land right now, no. So Downfall is going to get negated. Is it good to get the negate out of his hand? Can we get the negate out of his hand and then play another Underworld Connections? We're at 9 actually, so probably not. Okay, so I think we're going to attack with a Mutavault. It's gonna force a chump block, and then we're gonna play a Night Veil Spectre. Ooh, he's gonna double block. That's actually fine as well. Yep. So it's going to be interesting to see if he last breaths this or not. He can't negate it, so he has negate last breath in hand, and now he's going to have one extra card. He is going to last breath it. Alright, so that's not terrible for us. We're still in the driver's seat here, although Rev does hurt us a lot. +1. I think we are just slamming the merchant here. I see no reason not to. You know what? If we draw the extra land, we want to play it, so doing that is fine. Perfect. And now we see if he has the Rev, which he does. Earn Azorius Charm? No, he has Rev. Alright, so Rev for 4 off the top. It's a bit problematic, actually. We really just had him cornered, and he drew Jace into Rev, which is whatever, I guess. Like, your opponents are going to have those draws sometimes. Revoke existence. So we can like kind of get him here, where we're gonna downfall his Jace. He's gonna counter it, and then we can stick another connections. Now we're going to stick another connections on Swamp. Doesn't have another one, I don't think. He does have 3 mystery cards at this point, though. Alright. No need to attack here. So that rev definitely complicated things a little bit. We're still in the driver's seat, though. He has now officially dug 2 cards deeper than us, though, so that's something that we need to worry about. And another revelation. Well, that's going in the pile by himself. I'm sure he's taking it. Yep. Oh. Oh, buddy, that's good. So, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So he's going to rev for 6. So if we want to get him for 6 or 7, I think his extra card, like, getting a card out of his hand is more important than keeping... No, because we still want to... No, we still want to have him... we still want to be able to draw a card here if he has, like, a negate or something. Yeah, 6 is totally fine. This could be a counter, but that means he can't rev this turn. I mean, he would have countered the Underworld connections. Okay, so now I'm going to feel really silly if I draw land here. I mean, I guess it's correct after all. It just, you know, would have... I guess it doesn't really make a difference. I don't know. Alright, so now that Jace is at 2, we can attack with Grey Merchant. Although he clearly has something to do. Ultimate price. It's fine. So he has 2 cards in hand. 1 is a rev. 2 are unknown. Alright, so we have a rev and an unknown in his hand. Then we're going to Rakdos return him for a lot here. What he could do, and what he probably will, is he can rev for 4 looking for a counter spell. And then try to find a counter. That does work. Alright, and the great thing about this is that if it lands, we can just redirect the damage. Once again, leaving connections open, because we want to keep accruing card advantage. Yeah, so the play I think for him is to rev for 4 looking for a counterspell. That is what my play would be. So I don't know how many syncopates he runs. I didn't really care to look for it. When we slaughter games earlier, we probably should have just like totally went through his list and counted out everything, because if he has an extra syncopate that he could draw, we would want to leave 2 up so that he can't rev for 4 and draw syncopate. Right, so if this is, because you do this, you leave 3 up for dissolve. It's obviously on the stack, about to rip his hand apart. We do want to redirect the damage. Alright, so it resolves. Jace. And an Elspeth. So we can double Grey Merchant next turn and just try to take this one home. I mean, this could just be a rev though, and then it's all over. Although I don't know how many more win conditions he has, and I do not believe he is playing Elixir of Immortality. applying diverse threats, and then it's better to have all the threats on the board. Actually, I think we're just going to stay back, because we don't want him to... We're just going to draw a card here. We don't want him to top deck a Supreme Verdict and get himself out of this. So I actually think, like, not playing everything we have is a good call. Another Rev. Oh my god. He really just top deck that last... He's just top decked 2 Revs in a row. Yeah, we are all of a sudden in rough shape. After we draw 2 Lucky Rakdos returns, this game is insane. Yup, Falsies away my Gray Merchant. There's no... I'm never getting to 31 black pips, so take it away. This game is nuts right now. What's he doing? He has no Blood Barons. He has no Blood Barons. Maybe he has an Elspeth or 2 left. I imagine he does. D-Sphere, Underworld Connections. Okay, well I have to be okay with that. Not really an option on my part. Alright, so Lifebane Zombie is really good here. Should be pretty obvious why. You just get to see his hand. So Dark Betrayal, Negate. So that's not actually the best Rev ever. We're just going to try to... I mean, we have to just try to kill this Jace so he has no more card advantage. And then at some point just kill him. I imagine he's sacking Soldier to Demon. I imagine. Yep. What's more important, taking a card away from him or getting Jace down a number? I actually don't want either of those to trade with his Mutavault, actually. So I'm actually just going to take a card away from him. And then is it overcommitting to draw or to play a Desecration Demon? He's going to get to look at 4 cards next turn. Is that overcommitting? He's going to get to look at 3 with Jace and 1 with his draw step. Yeah, that's overcommitting. Because if he doesn't draw anything, we just kill Jace, and then we feel safe, play the Demon. So if he pumps us up to 6, we have 2, 3, 4. Really just 2. I mean, there's no reason to give him all the lands here. So we'll take the dual land into a separate pile. I mean, there are situations in which you can give them the 3 lands just to make them discard, like make them think about that. Maybe they discard something else. But also this gets him closer to decking, which is really important. Alright, so that's fine for us. We know he has lands and a negate in hand. So my guess he's going to sack to Demon. We're going to kill the Jace. We will Thoughtseize him. I'm assuming this is going to get negated. I mean, it's worth it to Thoughtseize here anyways, because he does have one, yeah, he does have one unknown card. Okay. And we're going to make our 2 Mutavaults active. I'm going to stroll into combat. My guess is he sacks here. No sacrifice. Alright, well that's going to go straight to him. This is going to go to Jace. And then the 2 Mutavaults are also going to go to Jace. So I don't believe we know the 3rd card because he did have a draw step there. So he's going to trade Mutavaults. So does this actually, does the last Desecration Demon speed up our clock at all? We have 10, 12, no, it's still 2-turn clock. Alright, so we're not playing it. This plays around Verdict. I mean, this just really plays around Verdict and Detention Sphere. That's a land, so we know he has 2 lands, no, we know he has 1 land in his hand and 2 unknowns. Slaughter Games, is there anything I'm afraid of? I guess I'm afraid of Supreme Verdict here. No, I'm afraid of Elspeth. Come on, Moto. Stop lagging on me. Not Tyrell, Sun's Champion. So he has lands and a D-Sphere. What does he have in his library as an extra Elspeth? Alright, he has 1 Verdict and 1 other Detention Sphere. Wow, Moto is really laggy right now. Alright. So there's no reason for us to play the other demon, knowing what he has in his hand, which is just a D-Sphere and 2 lands. So we're going to go upstairs with all this damage, obviously, and we know that we are getting D-Sphere next turn. Yep. We're aware of that. He has a few outs. I mean, he doesn't have any win conditions as the entire deck anymore. So, Slaughter Games is pretty much taking care of those. What is this? This could be a Jace. We know he has that. This could also be a sweeper of some sort. It was a Jace. Alright. No reason not to plus the Jace here. We're still just going after him, because we know his last card is a land. We know he doesn't have any more Jaces. So I don't think there's actually anything else we need to kill, except for him. Attacking him this turn means that the demon is 5. So we do 3 to him. This gets him down to 7. Yeah, and then he's just dead to demon next turn. So the one card that I actually do have to games here, because like the one card that kills us is Verdict. I know this is like sounds silly because I'm using a lot of my clock up right now because like it's so laggy on my part. But I do really have to take Supreme Verdict away from him so he can't win at all. Supreme Verdict. Alright. Yep, we're just going to take the Verdict from his hand. And he should not be able to win anymore. Yep, that's fine. I'm okay with the 3 split here. The lands don't get him anywhere. Oh, this lag is awful. Alright. So, I'll be right back. I'm just going to try to fix the lag before Game 3. It took me forever to win because I was lagging so hard.
No Dread Boys?
Not on the main deck. Or not after the sideboard.
No, I'm saying, why don't you no sideboard him in? Did not fear the Elspeth? Or Jace?
I have Rakdos Return, 4 Slaughter Games, and 4 Hero's Downfall to deal with those guys.
Oh yeah, I didn't see Hero's Downfall.
Alright, so this is certainly a keep here. This isn't a hand that kills him quickly, which is hard when we're only have like 6 minutes left on our clock. But I don't think we've been playing particularly slowly.
Oh my gosh, I didn't know time carries over.
Yeah. It's an issue. I have to play very quickly here, which is hard with the internet's so bad. Like, I don't know what's lagging. Our opponent just lost connection to the game. It may actually be him then. Like, if his internet's really bad. Alright, so we will obviously keep this 7. Oh, that's good. Alright, so it doesn't really matter which one we lead with, but I'll lead with the Duress, I suppose. Taking the Rev, and then going to take the Jace, and then Rakdos return the rest of his hand. That is the current game plan. Alright, we'll let him go ahead. We have to play very quickly here. Ooh, that's actually really good. That means we don't actually need to take the Jace, if he has something else. Nope. Taking Jace. Keeping Demon on top because he has no way to interact with it. Yep, gonna play Temple here. Keep Mutavault on top. It's our 5th land for Grey Merchant and our 4th land for Desecration Demon. And we just need as many lands as we can for Rakdos return. So all those are good reasons to take the Demon. Demon does die to ultimate price, unlike Nightveil Spectre, unfortunately.
Is Nightveil in here?
Yeah, we have 4 Nightveil Spectres in here. He could have drawn a counterspell at some point, in which case he should use it here so that he doesn't have it for the downfall. Alright, so this means Blood Baron, which means we're dead.
Downfall.
Wait, why does he have to shock himself to use that Detention Sphere? He has 3 cards in hand, and we can return them for 3, so let's do that. Yeah, I don't think he's playing any downfalls, actually. So if he has a negate, this is where the negate comes in. That would be why he kept up. Okay. That's fine. I believe it's all land anyways. But it's always nice to get in the beats every once in a while. Alright, so looking at Guildgate. And then two Mutavaults coming in. Okay, he last breaths one of them, that's fine. We're sure the last card in his hand is a land, though. So that's good. And then we have... we kind of want to save our Grey Merchant, as odd as that sounds. Just to, like, get more value off of it. Because we're already pressuring him with this Mutavault. And if he draws an out like an Elspeth, then we have Hero's Downfall. So what we're really afraid of is something like Sphinx's Revelation popping up. Or Jace, perhaps. So we could definitely have a Rev here, because he's just passing the turn. Desecration Demons. That's actually really good. So we're going to demon. My guess is this is going to get countered somehow. It's perfectly fine.
What card did he use the counter?
Hmm?
What card did he use the counter?
Dissolve.
Oh, I think it was just great.
Yeah. Alright, so once again, he could have the same amount of things. Ooh, Underworld Connections is insane in this matchup. I'm just going to stick it on a Guildgate here. It's going to get countered, that's fine. Just keep getting in there. I don't actually know if we're going to be able to win by just getting in there with Immutavaults. But it seems to be a pretty good game plan. We're actually just going to tap out right now for a Grey Merchant. There's no reason not to, as it doubles our clock and means that any other Grey Merchant just kills him. So he doesn't have... No, he has to have removal spell of some sort, right? Yeah, he has Dark Betrayal. It's fine. So we still on like a 4-turn clock, but that doesn't really mean anything. He's just got nothing here. My guess he's going to do something before combat. Yep, another Last Breath. Okay. So now we need to just draw threat after threat after threat, or else we could theoretically get into trouble at some point. Thoughtseize. That's fine with us. We're trying to get him dead, so that makes any Desecration Demon lethal on the first hit. Okay, that's not a demon. So we're both in this awkward top-decking war. It's basically we need a threat before he draws a Sphinx's Revelation. I'm really hoping this sticks here and he's just out of permission. Sweet, so we get to draw a card. We're drawing it first, obviously. Ooh, so what are we afraid of? Obviously Sphinx's Revelation here. Can we close this game out in 2.5 minutes? I do not know. Sphinx's Revelation. One, two.
You got one out early game, remember?
Yeah, and he has Supreme Verdict, Attention Sphere in his hand. Alright. His hand is actually pretty good against us, because we are on the kill him very quickly plan, and he has a lot of things that can stop that. So I would imagine that he just de-spheres us right here, because we know he didn't draw a Sphinx's Revelation. Ooh, so now we get Elspeth, I assume? No, we actually get Aetherling. Yeah, if we had more time, I would have taken down the cards that he had left, but I just don't have that time right now, as we have to kill him very fast at this point.
Does he have Aetherling?
Yeah, he showed us one game on. No Aetherling. Okay, so he took it out. That's fine. Should have taken Elspeth. It's okay. I mean, we still need to draw just like running Desecration Demons or something. Oh, well, that's pretty good. He's obviously going to verdict it away. Alright, just another threat here. Come on. So now if he has a counter, he's going to use it. Nope, no counter. Could have the second Supreme Verdict. Straight up another Verdict. Alright, I guess that's acceptable. So one unknown card in his hand. Mutavault is not the worst. Sorry, I'm not talking as much right now. I'm just trying to get this game over with as soon as possible here. Almost a 1700 and constructed. 1699, almost there. What is this? It's nothing. We're going to find out what it is. He's going to dissolve just for scry value here. It's going to go on top, so it has to be a way to deal with Mutavault. It could very easily be an Elspeth. I hope it's actually a Mutavault of his own, because then we get to downfall it when he activates it in response, and then kill him. But I have a feeling it's like an Elspeth or something, and we're just going to have to be on the... We're going to need like a return... or something of the sort. Yeah, this is an Elspeth, which he shouldn't have in his deck, by the way. We should have taken care of it. Or is it the Jace? So he would have conceded if he was just dead? Or was he waiting until second main phase?
So why didn't you downfall that at the end of turn?
I had F6'd. I just passed priority for as long as possible, just to go faster.
Okay.
Alright, so if he draws Elspeth, he wins. If he draws anything else, he dies. I really hope that wasn't Elspeth. This game is intense right now. Ugh. Did you really just do that just to try to make me run out of more time? Alright, that was annoying. Alright, so now we have 15 seconds to activate Mutavault and attack him. 16 seconds to be exact. Whew! He just tried to trade with me to make me... That was so annoying of him.
Wait, what would happen?
He tried to offer a trade with me
to
make me, like, lose time.
That little bitch.
Is this really happening right now, dude? Like, is this really how you're going to play Magic? Alright, well, we have 6, so we got him. Jeez.
A little bit.
Ugh, that was terrible. Alright, well, sorry for such a long round, but I'll see you guys for the 4th and final.